All right, Collin, 2023, new year, first bucks and trucks of the year. What do you got for us today?
Well, I don't know if you've ever heard of this thing that we can do, but it's called Roth. And it's pretty powerful when it comes to financial planning and helping people with taxes, whether they're saving for retirement or if they're even in retirement and they're wanting to lessen their tax situation a little bit. So we're going to talk about the power of Roths, what they are, and how we can utilize them and how we can make up for lost time with them. So that's what we got today.
It's exciting. Well, starting off the new year, let me ask you this. Any New Year's resolutions on your plate?
Well, New Year's resolutions. I would say the biggest one that I got is I need to quit being bad at golf. And all my buddies could agree with me. But yeah, my tendency actually is to go a little overboard. So it's like last year, Sam and I, our New Year's resolution was to read more. And I went off and bought like a ton of books, and then I took it over to her place, and basically Sam could be a public library at this moment. And it's like I started off strong like the first 2 or 3 months, and then I just basically cold turkey quit. And she ended up smoking me, so kudos to Sam. She beat me on the book challenge. What about you?
Well, I gotta say, I'm not a huge New Year's resolution type guy. I just feel like right now we have to major on the basics so much with our family life and everything. Keep the kids alive, make sure the baby's growing.
Have poison control, not called. Like that.
You know, if we could get through the year without having the Heimlich Caden, I would do, that would be a big improvement for the year. So there you go.
So the Roth, what it is it's the account that your investments go into, your stocks, bonds, whatever it be. And so you can utilize a Roth through, which is the most common, is a Roth IRA, and it's been around for a long time. But you can also utilize, if your employer offers it, is a Roth 401k. And so the big thing with those two is the Roth IRA has a lower contribution limit, but your Roth 401k offers the same contribution limits as your 401k. Now, the biggest difference with those two is the Roth has income limits. If you make over a certain amount of dollars,
it's about $196,000 as a married couple.
Correct. You can't invest in a Roth IRA after that point. However, through your Roth 401k, you don't have a contribution limit. So you can make $1 million, still invest in a Roth 401k if you wanted to. So those are the big keys with the Roth 401ks and the Roth IRAs.
Okay, so real world concept here, guys, is let's say you make $50,000 and you contribute $5,000 into a retirement account. From a real world standpoint, if you did that on the traditional side or a regular IRA or 401k, the government looks at it and says, hey, you got a tax deduction of $5,000, so it's like you made $45,000 worth of income, which is great. Money gets to grow tax-free while inside the account, but eventually you're going to owe taxes on all the money, including the earnings, down the road. The Roth almost reverses that in some degree, in that if you made $50 and you contributed $5, you're still going to act like you had $50,000 worth of income, so no initial tax deduction. But the power of it is that money still gets to grow tax-free inside that account, and eventually down the road, all the earnings are tax-free to you in retirement. And this is incredibly powerful, and it's powerful to your heirs as well, because down the road, if there's money left inside of it after you pass, they get to inherit it tax-free.
It's a lot more beneficial for your heirs to inherit a Roth IRA versus an IRA. Mm-hmm. So how do we make up for that lost time? As I said before, is if you've had an IRA or traditional 401k contributions, you can do what's called a Roth conversion. And with doing that is you literally will convert your traditional IRA or 401k into the Roth IRA. Now it's a little bit more surgical than what you would think, because if you just had, say, $100,000 in your IRA and you converted all $100,000 to your Roth IRA, you immediately increase your income that year $100,000 on top of whatever your other income is. So you definitely need to consult your tax professional before doing such a conversion, but it's definitely beneficial in the long term for sure.
Right. We're usually looking, how far away, how many dollars away are you from that next income tax bracket, right? And that space in between what you've earned and the next tax bracket is usually the area we can convert dollars into Roth dollars. Well, guys, that wraps up our first video of Bucks and Trucks for 2023.
If you have any questions with Roth and how they work and how they can help you, whether you're saving for retirement or even if you're in retirement, don't hesitate to reach out to Christian and I. We'd love nothing more than to help you. It's what we do, and that's what we're here for.
We also love seeing your New Year's resolutions, what you're doing in 2023. One of our favorite things is to get pictures of what all our clients are doing and the exciting adventures they're having. So always feel free to shoot us a few of those. And as always,
keep on trucking.